1963 the Post Office Department introduced and vigorously promoted the use of the Zone Improvement Plan, ZIP, code. The code was originally intended to allow mail sorting methods to be automated but ended up creating unimagined socio-economic benefits as an organizing and enabling device. The zip code became a social tool for organizing and displaying demographic information, a support structure for entire industries such as insurance and real estate, and even a representation of social identities as observed in the television series Beverly Hills, 90210. Today, the zip code is much more than a tool for moving mail efficiently, and its positive spillover effects are enormously beneficial to society. Consequently, it is time for the Postal Service to explore new ways to improve the zip code, both to save postal costs and to enhance the opportunity for third-party innovators to discover new uses and applications. This paper estimates the economic value of the zip code and examines potential enhancements to strengthen it for the digital age. One such enhancement would be to combine the zip code with the precision of geocodes, latitude and longitude coordinates. This could have a direct impact on the U.S. Postal Service's bottom line by facilitating delivery route reconfiguration. Historically, the Postal Service has delivered mail via set delivery routes where each carrier visits the same homes every day. With the anticipated growth of parcel delivery, including the possibility of same-day delivery, the Postal Service will find it necessary to develop dynamic carrier routing. Combining the zip code with the geocoding of addresses could ease the processing necessary to improve the efficiency of parcel delivery. Another benefit of linking address geocodes to zip codes would be to facilitate communication between the zip codes and Geographic Information System, GIS, mapping software packages. Such software can define areas of the country not labeled through the addressing system, such as undeveloped land, by associating them with latitude and longitude coordinates. For example, the software could theoretically map high-risk areas for sinkholes or forest fires. Those risk areas could then be connected to zip code and addressing information to notify residents of risks or identify the risk of developing these areas. Additionally, linking geocodes to zip codes and addresses could help align government investments to serve public needs by assisting disaster recovery efforts, tracking population flight paths to unaddressed areas, and increasing the capability to map demographic information to surface areas. Another enhancement we recommend is linking demographic information with the zip code and offering smaller mailing groupings to improve target mailings. This would increase the value of mail for senders and receivers by connecting recipients with more precisely targeted mailings and reducing less valuable broad mailings. Naturally, such programs should be pursued on an opt-in basis to protect privacy. Details regarding these enhancements are provided in the body of the report. To understand how best to implement these enhancements, the history of the zip code is explored first. Examination of the development of the zip code reveals that its unanticipated external benefits occurred because the Post Office Department took initiative and experimented with a series of steps to ensure the innovation's adoption and success. The Post Office Department embraced a new idea, found executive sponsorship, examined foreign posts for successful comparisons, developed a consistent stakeholder outreach program, and remained committed to implementing the zip code in spite of resistance by mailers. It was only after this extraordinary effort by the Post Office Department that other, non-postal innovators were able to conceive new applications. The postal initiative was narrow in its originally intended purpose to promote the zip code's use in mail sorting, but ultimately universal and foundational in its benefits. The zip code story also brings to light two interesting aspects of the Postal Service when it comes to innovation.
Oh, this
On the
is
one
just
hand, the Postal Service
read
is a slow
aloud
and
thing on
accidental
my
innovator.
computer.
20 years lapsed between conception of the original idea and its implementation, although a case can be made that some of the zip code's success is due to the Post Office's methodical and deliberate implementation. On the other hand, because its innovations are offered as a foundational layer on a public open platform, Postal Service initiatives have the potential for a tremendous and wide impact. This is perhaps not surprising given the Postal Service's ubiquity, importance in facilitating communication and commerce, and public service nature. The zip code represents one of these far-reaching initiatives that is a true public service. Only a small fee based on the cost of maintenance has ever been charged for use of the zip code, and no specific appropriation has ever been made for its development. It exists out of pure goodwill, and the sheer extent of the impact of the zip code has more than compensated for the low clock speed at which it was developed. This impact was realized through the innovative concept the zip code provided: the digitization of surface space, not just in the sense of converting names to numbers, but also in the grouping of surface spaces into zones for mechanization and ease of mail flow. Other organizations and businesses soon realized the zip code possessed an elegant simplicity for efficiently organizing data by geography. The U.S. Census Bureau, for example, uses the zip code to organize its statistics. Other industries, like real estate and target marketing companies, redefined the way they do business by basing their informational structure on the zip code. The zip code is solicited or used in a variety of transactions, such as buying gas with a credit card at an automated pump. Today, a zip code and physical mailing address are widely recognized attributes of an individual's identity. Yet the full benefits of the zip code are still largely unrecognized. To remedy this oversight, the U.S. Postal Service Office of Inspector General worked with IBM to present important insights from the history of the zip code, provide an estimate of the economic value of the zip code system, and discuss ways to further enhance it. Preliminary research uncovered no previous attempts to value the zip code. IBM computed the additional revenues and reduced costs that result directly from the zip code, in all of its uses, postal and non-postal. The estimate shows that the zip code adds close to $10 billion annually in value across the economy. The magnitude of this number is impressive, but some caveats should be kept in mind. Providing a precise estimate for the economic value of the zip code is a difficult task. Many beneficiaries are inevitably overlooked, and not all those identified can have their benefits properly estimated due to unreliability or unavailability of information. Nonetheless, this rough but conservative estimate is useful for providing insight into the important role the zip code continues to play in today's economy. It shows that its value is in the billions of dollars, and that the value to external firms and organizations far exceeds the internal value to the Postal Service. The Postal Service has consistently maintained the zip code over the 50 years of its existence. It has created and deleted zip codes as needed, and expanded the zip code itself from 5 digits to 9 and then to 11. The usefulness of the zip code depends crucially upon this continued maintenance. Without the Postal Service's effort to enhance the zip code and increase its utility as a tool in the 21st century, it is likely that its value as a public good will diminish. For example, if the Postal Service does not take the opportunity to link geocodes and zip codes, perhaps other organizations will no longer utilize zip codes in mapping and grouping, as they will not have the level of precision required. But if history is a guide, the potential societal benefits can be expected to exceed the advantages we currently enjoy. The Postal Service should explore seizing these immediate identified opportunities and open up this new enhanced zip code for outside innovators to continue to conceive new uses beyond our current imagination. This is the opportunity to innovate anew on an old innovation frontier. This is our 1963. Table of Contents. Introduction. 1. History. 2. Economic Valuation Model. 8. Enhancing the zip code system. 9. Enhance physical to digital through geocoding. 11. Improve target. Maintain the open. Conclusions. Appendix. Table 3. Economic value of the zip code by use groups. 9. Table 4. FI 2011 and estimated future value.
Hold on now.
Figure 2. Mr. Zip. 4.
Can you just start telling me the info?
Figure 3.
Shit.
Strategies to enhance the zip code. 11. Figure 4. Real estate values grouped by zip code, above, and geocode, below. 13.
Sorry, guys.
To understand the importance of an addressing system, consider for a moment what conditions are like in countries that do not have one. The clear societal benefits derived from proper addressing systems and efficient logistics services are absent, limiting the prospects for success in multiple sectors. An effective addressing system can deliver benefits well beyond mail delivery, such as coordinating disaster relief, tracking the spread and patterns of disease, catalyzing commerce, and supporting critical public sector functions. There is strong evidence that implementing addressing systems in impoverished neighborhoods can actually increase the overall quality of life by allowing basic infrastructure, such as electricity, water, communication, and government services to be delivered to the area. Point 2. This was seen in the slums of Calcutta, for example, where spray painting unique addressing numbers on houses yielded significant positive effects on overall quality of life in the city's neighborhoods. This effort has allowed the local government to organize the delivery of water and electrical utilities to the slums, and residents now have the legal identities required to apply for bank accounts and jobs. The United States possesses one of the most mature addressing systems in the world, with one of the most developed postal code systems. The zip code. The zip code has taken on a life of the zip code grew beyond its own, acquiring independent value that extends beyond its role in facilitating postal delivery services. Its use as a mail delivery facilitator into improving the national infrastructure. Its contribution to the nation's soft infrastructure is significant as the Postal Service's contribution to the development of highway, railroad, and air infrastructures. Furthermore, despite declining mail volumes, use of the zip code by individuals and businesses has expanded over the years. The purpose of this paper is to explore the importance of the zip code through an examination of its historical creation, intended use, and positive spillover effects. The zip code is revealed to be a public good that has far surpassed its original intent.
Jesus.
The paper also presents an initial estimate of the economic value of the zip code to the U.S. economy. Finally, it outlines potential enhancements to this vital postal service asset to ensure its continued usage and reap additional social benefits. History. Currently, the Postal Service delivers 40% of the world's mail to 5% of the world's population, a task made more daunting by the geographical size of the United States. The Post Office Department's original sorting methods depended solely on local addresses and hand sorting. But this became impractical as the country expanded westward and the population boomed. Before the advent of the zip code and automated sorting mechanisms, the average mailed letter was handled by 8 to 10 postal employees. This manual sorting became even more laborious as customers' use of the mail grew by almost 160% from 1940 to 1965. With the examples of industrialization and standardization in trades like the automobile fresh in their minds, forward-thinking postmasters general envisioned using automation to handle this increased workload. The Post Office identified best practices for mechanization to further the goal of increased efficiency and used them to establish the Nationwide Improved Mail Service (NIMS) program. This program, started in 1961, standardized the physical dimensions of the mail through the establishment of envelope sizes and shape limitations. The next step was to establish some type of machine-readable code to facilitate the sorting of the mail on a national level. A nationwide standardized coding system for mail would increase processing efficiency. Consider just a few examples. A code could resolve problems associated with nonspecific references such as multiple cities in the United States with the same name. A code could also allow further mail grouping for easier distribution, logistics handling, and transportation routing. For example, the code would increase cross-country shipping densities while allowing mail to be sorted into smaller groups than the city level. Lastly, a code is easier for computerized equipment to recognize than addresses. To develop this nationwide code, the Post Office Department looked to a sorting system that it had started using in a limited capacity in 1943. This system divided up large cities into multiple two-digit postal zones, which were written by mailers in the lower line of addresses and called local zone numbers. The two-digit code was successful in gaining sorting efficiencies but was limited to large cities, was not a mailing requirement, and was used primarily by large mailers. Philadelphia Postal Inspector Robert Moon saw the value of coding early on, and in 1944, he submitted a proposal to create a new national 3-digit code system to assign the country to various processing hub centers represented by sectional center codes. He strongly believed that a national coding system was necessary for the post office to keep up with the mail volume after World War II. After persistent submissions of his proposal to management, Moon finally found an audience in Postmaster General Edward Day. Day was intrigued by Moon's idea and combined it with the 2-digit local zone numbers too. Postal Inspector Robert Moon proposed the idea and Postmaster General Edward Day spearheaded the initiative for the modern zip code. Create the 5-digit zip code that is utilized today as shown in Figure 1. This system served as the basis for future postal code expansion and mechanical sorting. Figure 1. What the digits mean. Executives at AT&T warned Day that they had experienced difficulty getting people to use area codes for telephone numbers and that the public might likewise be hesitant to adopt the zip code. But Day had reason to believe otherwise, in his study of the West German postal code in the early 1960s, he was amazed that the country achieved an 80% public adoption rate in its first year of use. The West German Postal Service's extensive promotion campaign was credited for the successful introduction of the new system. Day learned from his international colleagues that a pre-introduction public campaign to educate and excite the public about the zip code was crucial. When Day unveiled the nationwide 5-digit zip code at a postmasters convention in October of 1962, he simultaneously introduced the world to Mr. Zip, the cartoon character whose body language symbolizes speedy delivery. Mr. Zip touted the zip code for its power to increase the accuracy and speed of delivery, thereby allowing the Postal Service to limit future rate increases. This extensive campaign should be credited with much of the zip code's popularity and successful adoption. The Post Office Department adopted a saturation campaign, and distributed promotional materials to post offices around the country. Mr. Zip could be seen on posters in every post office, on decals on mail trucks and carrier bags, and even on buttons postal employees were instructed to wear. The Post Office Department partnered with AT&T to put images of Mr. Zip in their offices and on their service trucks, and zip code maps were frequently included in the local yellow pages. Public service announcements were broadcast on radio and TV, one of which featured a group called the Swingin' Six singing the benefits of the zip code. Lesson plans were designed to encourage teachers to introduce the zip code to young children. Mr. Zip was seemingly everywhere, and his whimsical characteristics helped win over the American public. By 1969, the vast majority of Americans were in favor of the zip code system. Mr. Zip had helped the Postal Service achieve almost 100% zip code compliance before he was retired in 1983. Table 1. Survey of public acceptance of zip code. Survey questions. 1966. 1969. Good idea for zip codes. 67%. 90%. Currently use zip codes. 50%. 83%. Will make an effort to learn more zip codes. 33%. 67%. Source: Roper Research Associates. Study on Public Opinion of the Postal Service, 1969. While Mr. Zip was finding popularity among the general public, large mailers, on the other hand, were less than pleased to be told they would be required to use zip codes by 1967. In fact, shortly after the 5-digit zip code was implemented, a survey of over that the Post Office Department's estimated $22 to one zip code plan 900 mailers found only 25% supported the 18. They expressed initial skepticism. Large mailers were skeptical that the $72 million savings from the zip code justified. $72 million in annual savings would justify their implementation costs estimated to be a one-time expense of over $200 million. $200 million to comply with the new requirements. At congressional hearings in the spring of 1965, the large mailers expressed their desire to push the conversion requirement to a later date than 1967. Congress, however, ultimately maintained the 1967 requirement. The Postal Service fought hard for their new system and won, possibly because it had earned the public's support for the zip code through the extensive public outreach program. Ironically, by 1970, 84% of the large business mailers agreed that the zip code was a good idea. In 1983, the Postal Service, which replaced the Post Office Department in 1971, expanded the number of digits in the zip code to 9, zip plus 4. These additional digits identify a site of a street or an office building. The Government Accounting Office concluded in 1983 that this 4-digit expansion coupled with new automation equipment would save the Postal Service and external mailers a total of $5.26 billion over the next 16 years. The magnitude of this savings highlights the Postal Service's foresight and puts into context the $200 million initial implementation cost borne by mailers. As this paper shows, a stamp would cost significantly more had the Postal Service not introduced the zip code system when it did. Today, the 9-digit zip code has been expanded to 11 digits, which allow ordering by carrier walking sequence. The average customer only needs to supply the 5-digit zip code to the Postal Service for mailing, but the additional digits increase accuracy, provide better service, and are partially responsible for work sharing. From 1992 to 2012, the amount of mail accurately delivered was reflected through the improved rates for on-time overnight first-class mail deliveries, which increased from 82 to over 96%. Work sharing represented over 80% of mail volume in fiscal year, FY, 2008. All of these developments, which increased delivery speed and savings, have their roots in Moon and Day's 5-digit zip code. There are no intellectual property. The zip code was established as an open use fees for use of the zip code. Product publicly accessible from the outset. In fact, the Postal Service only filed a trademark for the zip code name in 1973. The openness of the zip code as a platform for economic activity is part of the reason for its immense success far beyond its initial conception. Unlike most commodities, the zip code is not rival rouse. Use by one party does not exclude its use by any other. The Post Office took no steps to make the zip code exclusive but rather provided it as a public good for use by any party, free of charge. Point 25. The Postal Service's efforts in creating the zip code can be seen as a pioneering digitization of surface space, converting names to numbers and dividing space into zones for ease of mail and information flow. Other organizations and businesses soon realized the zip code possessed an elegant simplicity for efficiently organizing geographic data and began to use it in ways far outside the sorting, routing, and delivery of mail. The U.S. Census Bureau, USCB, was one of the first entities to utilize the zip code innovatively. Instead of a strictly name-based system, USCB utilized the zip code to efficiently identify households that had not responded to its surveys and cost-effectively persuaded these households to respond. The USCB also uses the zip code to create their zip code tabulation areas, their methodology for displaying and organizing demographic information by localized geographic areas. The use of the zip code outside the Postal Service exploded and the zip code evolved into a public good that is part of the national infrastructure. For example, real estate firms utilize the zip code in order to organize their listings, and home buyers can then also search by zip code. The key spillover benefits and uses by many entities in a variety of economic activities touch everyday commerce and provide a framework, in some cases, for entire industries. A sampling of today's many uses of the zip code appears below in Table 2. Table 2, Sampling of industries that currently use the zip code. Industry. Spillover uses of the ZCS. Federal agencies. IRS, FBI, policy decisions, allocating funds and resources. Local governments. Firefighting and emergency services. Public utility companies. Phone, gas, and electricity. Public health organizations. Epidemiological databases. Banks and financial services. Calculate risk profiles for mortgage and loan applications by geography. Insurance providers. Calculating risk premiums by geography. Retailers and professionals. Optimally locate businesses based on demographic data. Merchants and self-service stations. Validate card users prior to approving transactions. Directory services. Internet searches. Marketing companies. Targeted market. Universities. Diversifying. The zip code has energized and enabled business. Service did not just invent the zip code and leave it. Further, over the 50 years of the zip code's existence, the zip code is in considering its overall value, it is useful to first list the groups of economic agents that derive value from the zip code. There are 4 main groups. The Postal Service. Firms that use the zip code to enhance mail-related products, such as courier firms, UPS/FedEx, and catalog merchandisers. Firms that use the zip code to enhance non-mail related products, such as real estate firms that use the zip code to organize their listings, and consumers, government agencies, and the non-profit sector that use the zip code for informational purposes. The capitalization method was used to calculate the economic value of the zip code. Point 29. This method relies upon computing the discounted present value of the future economic benefits that would be created by the zip code over the next 10 years. The future benefits may arise from additional revenues generated by the asset, from a reduction in cost caused by the asset, or from both. This method was applied to each of the 4 groups listed above. The results of this valuation are displayed in Table 3. For a full discussion of the methodology and how these results were obtained, see the appendix. Table 3, Economic Value of the Zip Code by Use Groups. User Type Categories. Value in the first year. In billions. 10-year value, in billions. Value to the Postal Service. $2.20. $16.80. Value to firms that enhance mail-related products. $2.10. $21.30. Value to firms that enhance non-mail related products. $2.90. $30.60. Total.
Well, that's interesting. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, so. I'm looking for a specific document real quick. One second. I know it's in here somewhere. Ooh, what is this? Unzip. I do that? Compress to... No, I don't want to compress it. It's already compressed. How do I open it? The fuck? Whoa. I'm gonna need a computer person for that. Not even gonna get into that. That just threw me off. I'm sorry. But I am trying to find something that's really good. Alright, so I was trying to create this to explain it better to people.
To the extent that the terms and condition are not consistent with any provisions of the Domestic Mail Manual, DMEM, or any other regulations or rulings of the USPS applicable to its mail, product or service presented pursuant to this agreement or any other service agreement participant has with the USPS, the DMEM and those regulations and rulings will prevail. To use an enterprise payment account, EPA, you, or a designated representatives of your company who desires and enables its users to access EPS agree as follows. A. Enrollment and linking of products and services. 1. The business location or customer registration ID (CRID) number under which you were provided by the Business Customer Gateway (BCG) will be linked to your enterprise payment account, EPA. The information captured from said business location includes your first and last name, company name, location, address, email address, and telephone number. For information regarding USPS privacy policy, visit 2. Your intent is to have at least one USPS product or service linked to your EPA. 3. In order to pay for USPS products and or services, the business location or CRID that is linked to the product/services must be also linked to your EPA. 4. You agree that only the USPS products and or services for which you are authorized to use and under which you are permitted to access by the business location/CRID may be linked to your EPA. 5. You agree to pay charges originated from any USPS mailings, purchases, and or fee payment transactions which would be deducted from your EPA. 6. The following USPS products, programs, and services eligible to be linked to your EPA include, but are not limited to: A. Enterprise PO Boxes Online, EPIBOL. B. Address Quality Services, Address Change Service, ACS, and / or Address Element Correction, AEC. C. Postage Identified by Permit for Commercial Mailings, Postal 1. B. Payment Method. A. ACH Debit Payment Method. Selecting the ACH Debit Payment Method is an authorization agreement for Automated Clearinghouse, ACH, pre-authorized payments. By clicking below, this authorizes the USPS to originate debit and or credit entries via the Automated Clearinghouse to the designated, debit-enabled, commercial checking account to which you have authorization to use for payment transactions for products and services linked to your EPA. Please be advised that savings and or money market accounts will not be accepted with the ACH debit payment option. Please be advised that savings and or money market accounts will not be accepted with the ACH debit payment option. Please be advised that savings and/or money market accounts will not be accepted with the ACH debit payment option. You agree to entries in the administration of these debit and/or credit entries. This authorization will remain in effect until written notification of termination has been given by the customer and that notification has been received by the Enterprise Payment System help desk at the contact information provided in EPS. In addition, the USPS, at its discretion, may terminate the customer's ability to participate in the Electronic Funds Transfer (EFT) system. Any termination will take effect only after all entries originated by the USPS have been honored by the bank. Debit entries will be initiated only as authorized above. Any issues, objections, or discrepancies will be reported to the Enterprise Payment System help desk. This authorization is not governed by the provisions of the USPS Supplying Principles and Practices or the Contract Disputes Act. For the EPS ACH debit account to be activated, you must complete the ACH debit microtransaction verification process. Upon successful completion of this process, the EPA will be activated. USPS will credit back your ACH debit microtransactions. After activation, EPS will aggregate transactions from linked USPS products and services daily and send a debit request to your designated account. For debit return transactions, you must submit the applicable funds via wire transfer immediately upon notification by the USPS. A fee of $30 will be charged for each debit return and must be included with your wire transfer remittance amount. Multiple occurrences of debit returns may result in a suspension of your account. All fees and outstanding charges must be paid in full before a suspended account is reinstated for use. B. Trust payment method. Selecting the trust payment method allows you to use electronic funds transfer, EFT, to deposit funds into the EPA prior to mailing or purchasing USPS products and services. EFT can be sent by the customer via ACH credit or wire transfer. EFT instructions are available within EPS upon completion of account creation. Your EPA must have sufficient funds at all times. It is automatically reduced when transactions are posted against it. Failure to maintain a positive balance may result in the suspension of your EPA. In the event that a negative balance occurs, you must deposit funds via wire transfer or ACH credit upon notification by USPS EPS. Repeated occurrences of negative balances or failure to transfer funds timely within 2 business days during the aforementioned timeframe may result in the removal or suspension of the EPA. Any unpaid amount will go through the USPS standard debt collection process. When check deposit is accepted at the USPS retail office to fund the EPA owner is liable for payment of the return check, including the return check fee. A fee of $30 will be charged for each return check. Repeat occurrences of return checks will result in the suspension of your EPA. Failure to transfer funds may result in the suspension of your EPA. Failure to maintain sufficient funds consistently in your EPA may result in the suspension of ACH debit/trust payment method option, or in some cases, termination of the EPA. Any unpaid amount will go through the USPS standard debt collection process. C. Account inactivity. After an EPA has been inactive for 24 months, it will be automatically closed. No mailing activity or purchase transactions will be allowed after this period. If your Enterprise Payment Trust account has a balance, you must request a refund or transfer the balance to another active EPA through EPS before the account is closed. If the Enterprise Payment Trust account is closed prior to requesting the refund or transferring the balance, you must call the Enterprise Payment System help desk to request a refund of the remaining balance within 30 days of the date of the account closure. D. Enterprise Payment System Console. USPS employees may use the Enterprise Payment System Console to perform an action on behalf of the customers upon authorization received by calling the Enterprise Payment System help desk. The request must come from a customers upon authorization received by calling the Enterprise Payment System help desk. The request must come from a customers upon authorization received by calling the Enterprise Payment System help desk. The request must come from a BCG user or to request access. Actions may include opening and or closing an EPA or resolving any other issues associated with the customer's account. Wells Fargo Bank CO Remote Deposit Capture Service. The service enables an enterprise payment trust account holder or its agent to create an electronic version of a physical paper check, paper item, and transmit it electronically to the USPS for review and processing for credit to your enterprise payment trust account in accordance with Section B above, Trust Payment Method. An electronic version of a paper check is the electronic image of the front and back of each eligible US dollar paper item and other information captured from the paper item, including without limitation MICR data, and will be deemed to be a paper item for purposes of the Uniform Commercial Code. Only paper items managed by a U.S. bank are acceptable. Checks secured by a foreign bank will be rejected. Checks accepted as payment for specific products or services, such as post office box rents, caller service fees, trust account deposits, etc., must have information recorded on the face and rear of the check in compliance with the requirements in the following section, as well as any additional specific instructions found herein. The name and address of payee must be imprinted on check from the printer. Telephone number of payee is required on the face of check. The check is payable to U.S. Postal Service or Postmaster by title. The check is endorsed by the EPA holder on the rear of the check for remote capture deposit only. In the event of dishonored checks, the EPA account holder will be held responsible for repaying the USPS for products and or services rendered when the check is returned for insufficient funds or later found to be counterfeit, resulting in the EPA to go into a negative balance. A fee of $30 will be charged for each return check. In the discretion of the USPS, occurrences of return checks will result in the suspension of the EPA. Failure to maintain sufficient funds consistently in your EPA may result in the suspension of ACH debit/trust payment method option, or in some cases, termination of the EPA. Any unpaid amount will go through the USPS standard debt collection process. MSPs who act as agents for the mail owner and who deposit checks on behalf of mail owners and are later returned, the dollar amount value of the return check and any return check fees will be the responsibility of the mail owner, the Enterprise Payment Trust account holder. In regards to electronic deposits into your USPS account, you represent and warrant that you will use the service only for eligible paper items payable to or endorsed for deposit by you, unless USPS expressly agrees otherwise. Transmit to USPS only electronic deposits suitable for processing, including without limitation legible electronic deposits containing machine-readable MICR data, and not transmit to USPS any electronic deposits that duplicates an electronic deposit previously transmitted to USPS or that did not originate as an eligible paper item. You agree to maintain control over and sole responsibility for secure retention and destruction of each original eligible paper item for which you or one of your customers has created an electronic deposit, including the security and integrity of non-public personal information appearing on the original paper item throughout the transmission flow and while in storage, and properly secure all hardware you use in connection with the service at all times. You agree not transmit to USPS, deposit to your USPS account, or otherwise negotiate any original eligible paper item with respect to which you have transmitted an electronic deposit to USPS, unless USPS has notified you in writing that the electronic deposit may be tendered if you use an agent to create electronic deposits and or transmit data to USPS. You will ensure your agent includes only electronic deposits payable to you in accordance with the terms and conditions of USPS's contractor. Wells Fargo's terms and conditions for Wells Fargo's use of the CO Remote Deposit Capture Service. This authorization is not governed by the provisions of the Postal Service's Supplying Principles and Practices or the Contract Disputes Act. Enterprise Payment Account Setup 2.1 EPS enrollment requires a USPS business account created via the Business Customer Gateway, BCG, a valid customer registration ID (CRID), and invitation code to enable access to the service. To link mailing permits, users will need Manage Mailing Activity Service for the CRID linked to the permits. To request an invitation, send an email to Contact the Postal One. Help desk at 1-800-522-9085 or Postal One at USPS.gov, your local business mail entry unit, or send an email to USPS-payment@USPS.gov. Include the following information for the BSA of the BCG account and CRID: O subject line, EPS request, O name, address, contact information, email, O BCG username, O CRID, O EPS, 4PO, O EPS and EPOBL, O EPS and ACS and or AEC. Migration activities and account creation within EPS will begin when your company's designated BSA of the CRID receives the email inviting them to create an enterprise payment account. The following steps should be taken after receiving the invitation code. 1. Click the invitation code link from the email. 2. Sign into the Business Customer Gateway, BCG. 3. Enter the invitation code. The designated BSA is immediately granted access to EPS and other services through the BCG using his/her username and password. After entering the invitation code, you will be able to access Enterprise Payment. The Enterprise Payment System, EPS, user guide can be found on page 83 of the Official Mail Guide, OMG, and includes instructions for completing the new user setup through the Wells Fargo CO portal. To access the CO portal, open a browser window to https://www.wellsfargo.com/com/co/. The EPS allows customers to pay for products and services using an enterprise payment account, EPA, funded by an automated clearinghouse, ACH, debit or trust account. If you need to reset your Wells Fargo CO PIN, you can call the Wells One Service Center at 1-800-932-0036.
I hope y'all was paying attention, because that just told you so much shit that you need. I created that document out of everything that I was reading and going through. Pretty fucking good, if you ask me. I'm getting paid today, y'all. And if I get paid, y'all can get paid too. Huh. Oh, I guess I hadn't even been paying attention that much. Crazy. Okay, I'll just send you the document, Mary. I'm not putting that in Telegram. I'll send it to you, though. Just because I want to get through it all before people start trying to do it. And, if something's wrong, something's changed or whatever, I don't want to mess it up for everybody. But, let's see. Actually, I will just go ahead. No, I'm not. Mary. What's your name on Telegram, BT? Or just send me a message on Telegram and I'll send it to you. Oh, okay. Got you. Why are you not popping up? Y'all are gonna just have to send me a message on. There you go. That works. And then I've got a different one that I'm gonna have it read real quick too. I came up with both of these. Yeah, I just sent it to you. Actually, I just put it in the Telegram. I just put it in the whole group. Hold on. No, you won't need deposit slips. Here we go. Fuck. Here we go. Ugh. Well, I think it's actually something else that we're supposed to be doing. I think that the Treasury software can come in handy and it could still be used, but I think I was a little bit wrong about that. I mean, it's still good to have. Somebody can come up if they want. I hate talking to myself. Y'all know that. How are you, Mary?
Good. How are you?
Going crazy.
Well, we know that. We all are.
hmm I'm getting there. I'm doing all right, though.
Yeah. Did you even get any sleep yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I slept
good.
until I don't know, 2 o'clock today.
Oh, wow.
I ended up falling asleep on the live last night, actually. I was knocked out.
I'm almost done with my project. I'm so excited.
What project?
The quilt that I was making.
Oh, okay. I love quilts. My grandma used to make me quilts all the time.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure she didn't machine do them. She probably hand did them.
Yeah, she did.
I just don't have the patience for that.
She's extra.
She's
I have no credentials to view. Better not be an organ donor. Oh, you better take me off that shit right now. What? My business is registered as an organ donor. What the fuck?
How is that even possible?
I'm saying, how
No,
is that even a thing?
I don't know. I don't know. After I did a whole bunch of deep diving years ago, my sister is an organ donor, and I'm like, you might not want to have that on there.
Nope. No, I'm not. No, I in my last will and testament, I made it very, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Do not do that to me, please. I used to think that it was cool. I wanted to donate everything but the eyes because that's creepy to me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just creepy to me.
Yeah, my sister, the one that's got the donor on her card, my brother-in-law was a sheriff, and he was quote unquote killed in the line of duty. And it was crazy. We were actually in Chicago because my dad had passed away. Her husband came up there to be a pallbearer, flew back, and I think 2 days later, we got the call that he was killed in the line of duty.
Wow.
They picked her up from the airport, brought her to the hospital. First thing they said, because I don't think he was a donor, you just need to sign here so we can donate his organs.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah. I mean, she has met almost everybody that received his organs, but still, it's very weird because at the time, the young man that got his heart,
I'm listening.
As he was getting better, he had started behaving in the manner that my brother-in-law used to behave. Just weird. It was like, what? Just different sayings that he used to say that this kid never said before. The way he behaved, just all kinds of things. I'm like, we really don't understand what we're doing when we do that.
All right. Hey, I just want to give y'all a heads up. If y'all want that document that I posted, y'all better go download it now. I can't keep it up.
On Telegram?
Yeah. I can't keep that up.
I emailed it to me.
Okay. Anybody else, I'm giving y'all the opportunity. I posted the link to get into the Telegram. I'm giving y'all a few minutes, but I can't keep it up.
No, they'll start coming at you.
Yeah, like it can't. That's something that.
Well, and even like yesterday, I think when you were on here, it just kept spinning and spinning. I was like, okay, they're messing. They're messing with her.
I mean, they do it to me so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming it's just because I'm close to breaking through.
Of course.
So, everybody good? Everybody got it? That wants it?
Somebody said getting it now.
I hate that it's like this and I have to be like this with this information. All right, cool. I hate that I have to be like this.
Well,
because everybody should be able to have it, but...
Well, if that were the case, it would just be right out there, and it's not. Look at how much research you've had to do, how much research we've all had to do just going down these crazy... It's like you turn the page and it's like, what? Another... What?
Right. Everything. Y'all, me and my husband for like a year straight, all we did was say, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Like, we would just look at each other and be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Well, the whole shit about the railroad, that, Mm. It's funny. Somebody was saying yesterday on, like on their tax document, it has RR. Ours does
Uh-huh.
not. Ours only has one R. In
Yeah.
like the property description, like number that they have at the county. I was like, because I was like, shit, we just got that. Let me go look. But it's not an RR. It's just an R. And then it's a bunch of freaking numbers.
Hmm.
And I'm like, wonder what that is. Why it's only. I think I asked the lady one time. She goes, "Oh, well, that's just our registered number." Okay.
What?
Yeah. Because we have 4 parcels, and
Yeah.
2 of them the house sits on. So that comes in one tax document, and then the other 2 properties have their own numbers. I'm like,
Interesting.
And I don't remember who was saying it. I don't know if it was on yours yesterday. I don't know, because I was sewing when I was doing other stuff. Um, but yeah, and how they changed at the county, how they changed our names because it comes with our last name first, which I thought was weird. And it's in all caps, obviously.
Right.
But I was like, "Ooh, that makes okay, yeah," because it's last name, my husband's name, his initial, and then it says ETUX, and then my first name and middle initial. But it's in all caps. But that's not how we signed the documents. Well, you know what I mean? We didn't sign the documents like that when we bought the house.
Right. So how did it get like that?
No, they changed it. They changed it.
That's crazy.
And if you ask any of the lower level clerks, they have no
Uh-huh.
idea. They have no idea.
Of course not.
No, because I did a homestead. And when I did the homestead, I talked to the upper guy and I said, I want all 4 parcels in one. So we get one tax bill. They didn't do that. He never did that. I don't think he's there anymore, but they never did that. I'm like, what the hell? Can't you people do your job? No.
Oh man. Well shit. I'm trying to register this fucking tribal government, like officially. I have the EIN for it, but
Well, yeah, then not the one that's like the 33. That is so
yeah,
weird.
I know.
Well, and I think it was you that was talking about the EINs. If the third number is a 6,
Yeah, somebody was saying that yesterday.
yeah, my sole prop is not.
My
Because I
trust
went,
is a 6.
yep, so is mine.
So
So
it would
is
make sense.
my private banker one, but then my sole prop is not because it's not private. And I thought, oh, isn't that interesting?
Huh. I've got that I've got a couple different ones.
Yeah, I just was like, and then because I did all mine online, so I don't have a quote unquote 98 number. And then when I was reading all the stuff on the foreign grantor, I'm like, why do I need to call and set it up and give them a fictitious address, which is, I don't know, lying to the IRS over in
Right.
Canada or over in a non-Hague. I mean, do they? I'm not going just to go to jail. I'm sorry, but that is not somewhere I need to be going at 57.
Right. Or never, just never.
Just never. I just thought, I was just like, because I had listened to somebody that was, she actually recorded calling the IRS doing the foreign grantors, and I'm like, that just doesn't seem right.
Right. What is that? Shoot. I don't remember what my North American Industry Classification Code is. Shoot.
Is it on any of the documents that
Yeah,
came
but
with?
then I would have to exit out of the screen probably.
Oh,
Hold on. I just got to look real quick. I don't know where it is. I'll find it later. Bureau of Internal Affairs.
oh,
Or Bureau. No, that's at the BIO. Sorry, that's Bureau of Indian Affairs. I don't know.
Cool Front is asking if they can join the live.
Well, why couldn't they?
I think you have to put a
Am
little
I on like
box up?
subs only or something?
I don't. I have no idea. All this technology is.
I mean, I'm confused.
Do you have to invite him or her?
I've never heard of that. Especially not when
Yeah,
they're commenting on it.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm confused, but sure, you can join. I give you permission. And then I would love for you to come up and explain this so I'm not so confused.
Right. I don't know if you have to, because I'm not a sub on your.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
No, private citizen. He asked me a question, and I did set up the Federal Reserve stuff, so
Oh yeah.
I'm working on my OC10.
There are so many forms.
I fucking know.
Who was talking yesterday? I had jumped on the 903. Cool. Was it Cool Fox? Is that who that is? Who was talking about all this stuff? He goes, "You keep using their forms. You're still in their system."
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot of ways to navigate around that.
Oh, he was going through some stuff.
I heard it. I was there,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, were you?
I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
was in there for that.
And I thought,
Yeah, because you're not gonna, I mean, unless you're dismantling the entire system or going the way that, what's his name does. There's one guy, he's like, I'm withdrawing from all contracts and, oh, soul,
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really been on for about a week.
e-soul. Yep. But for the majority of us that have normal lives out here, I got kids and shit. I can't just, I mean, my kids are older, so they're not down with going and living out in the woods. They're old enough to know that that's not what they want.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's not for everyone. I'm trying to navigate through it though, where we're not like subject to their bullshit. And that's why the post office is so just stuck out to me, because it takes us around all that bullshit.
Well, yeah.
It took them like 2 weeks. No, actually, whenever the second time I got out of jail, it was there for me. Like, I got to get out to that message. That was cool. I was excited about that. I'm like, yay! Huh. Yeah, it's fairly straightforward if you fill out the paperwork properly. I mean,
Well, and I was reading on like recoupers on Telegram, and it seems like a lot of people that were sending in their paperwork were getting letters back because something wasn't filled out. I've never gotten anything back from them. I'm just like, I don't know.
right?
Shiva, we're all in here.
My dog. 3 o'clock in the morning. Girl, ain't nobody outside. We were supposed to have really bad storms starting
yeah?
at 8. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Where do
they
you
were
live at? Like, what state?
Texas.
Okay, I fucking hated those. The pricklies in the grass. I like to walk around barefoot.
So do I. Yeah, the goat heads, I think they call them. I don't know. They're terrible.
Goat head?
Yeah, because they're pokey.
We called them
they are.
pricklers or something like that.
Yeah, they call them goat heads because they don't break when you walk over them. They stick into the soles of your shoes. It's crazy.
Yeah. They used to fuck me up because I still didn't wear shoes.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I thought it was quite funny. The day after the election, the town that I live in had like a block party in downtown. Oh my gosh. I was like, what? I'm looking on Facebook because my thing kept going off. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Oh, they were having a big old block party. I was like, oh, that's going to piss some people off.
Yay. As it should.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're all central casting, including him.
Yeah, it's all just a fucking show.
Mm-hmm. I just keep going. So when is Gone with the Wind program going to finally release and let everybody know that all these people we thought were gone are not gone?
Right. Like, I mean, what's his name already came out?
Who?
Oh, you know, the one that got pew-pewed by Biggie.
Oh, oh shit. No, I can't think of
Y'all
it.
know who I'm talking about, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Why can I not think?
Tupac? Was it Tupac? No.
Yeah, it was Tupac.
Yeah, it was Tupac. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's all over this freaking app. Got long ass dreads now. I'm like, okay. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yes, it is.
We are not living in a place that we think we are living.
Mm-mm. No, we're not.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
We are definitely not in the same world we were a couple of years ago.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say if somebody wants to jump up, I don't know how you create the little boxes that say request. Maybe put that up so whoever that is could maybe come on.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to come up. Anybody that wants to come up. What was the question marks about? Post office? What? I just joined. What were y'all saying about the post office? A lot. There's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the Telegram group. Hold on. Oh, can you not request to come up?
No, there's not a request thing on there. That's what I
There's
was
not a
saying.
blue and...
There's not. Mm-mm.
I don't get it.
That's why I was like, I don't know if you need to like do a request like you did with me for them. Figured out how to pay your bills.
Basically.
Yeah.
I haven't got to execute it yet, but we getting there. Okay, viewers. Yeah, it's not letting me invite anybody.
Oh, maybe they put a restriction on.
I mean, I would
Damn.
doubt it.
I know.
Oh, there we go. Somebody.
Oh, there it is.
So it's working.
Well, I noticed that if you're on your like a PC computer, like when I'm on TikTok on my PC, it doesn't give you an option to join because I was looking on my PC. Right now I'm on my phone and it's got the multi-guest next to the chat. And on the PC it's set up differently, so you know, if anybody finds a way to join from the PC, I'd love to be able to do it that way too, but I don't know if there's an option.
Oh,
Because I could
I'm
that's
log
not
into
sure.
yeah, I could log into TikTok on my PC and join a live, and I can't find anywhere where it says to join or request to join or multi-guest or anything like that.
oh, that's in the bar down at the bottom on your phone.
Yeah, on my phone, but if I'm on the PC, it's
If
not
on
there.
your yeah, yeah.
All that's there on the PC is the gift bar.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I mean, I could log in and show you guys probably.
What?
I said I could log into my computer and show you guys probably what I mean. But yeah, if you're trying to get on a PC, it might not be possible. Yeah,
Ow.
if you're on your phone, Randy, there should be an option by the chat bar. It says multi-guest.
Fuck yeah, I want that.
Me too. What is it?
Private investigation services.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could use that. I got some issues where I could do some private investigating.
yeah, I'm gonna need some background checking too. I can park my own car though. Mm. I've never been asked these questions by the IRS before in my life.
What time is it where you're at over there?
414. I use the post office box. I use the ABA number for that. But I think I could have just used my social.
So you need to get a post office box before you set up the account with the post office for the trust account.
What?
Do you need to get a post office box before you set up that account through the post office for the what is it, the trust account?
No, you get the trust. Like you just get that.
No. So you don't need to set up a post office box too.
No, you do. Okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
No.
Yeah, so you need to get the EPS account and then get the post office box.
No, so it's the account first and then the post office box, and it would be a business post office box account, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, I thought I was paying attention. I just wanted to clarify, just make sure, because is that
Sorry, I was
something?
just a little confused.
No, that's all right. I'm very confused. I've had a lot going on in the last few days, and now I'm just like back to square one.
Let's see.
But yeah, I got to get off of here. I just wanted to pop in here quick and see what was going on. I got court tomorrow for a traffic stop.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I got pulled over for a burnt out headlight and wound up getting ripped out of my car and hauled off to jail.
Oh, that's kind of what happened to me too.
Yeah, so all I did is ask the cop, "Why do I have to give you my driver's license? Have I done something wrong?" you know, and it escalated from there. And the next thing you know, I'm on the ground. So now I got to go deal with that tomorrow.
Well, you have fun. Good luck.
Yeah. I wish I could call in sick.
I mean, court's handled on paper, right? You appear on paper. It's too late for you to do it now.
Yeah, it is too late for me to. I kind of get what you're saying. Had I done certain things within the first 72 hours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually, I never showed up, and then I didn't show up to court the first time, and then I went to court for my custody stuff for my order to enforce, and I wound up getting arrested there and taken to jail and sat overnight and then hauled to the police department or the courthouse where it's being handled. And yeah, it's kind of like I really didn't have no choice either way, and I wasn't really privy to this knowledge to begin with. And so, but there's got to be a remedy somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whether it's not now,
Absolutely.
so that's why I plan on sticking around these as long as I can and learning as much as possible. I was just on Elvis's live too. You know who Elvis is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just on his live too, and yeah. So I wish everybody could just get together and have a big bonfire. And sit around the
Elvis just
fire.
runs me around in circles, though. I need
Yeah.
him to like
Yeah.
slow
See,
down, make
yeah.
sense.
And that's exactly where I'm at too with all this, because my mind is traveling a million miles an hour with this stuff with my kids. So I want this to make sense so I can find some remedy, and then with that being done, then I can potentially find other remedies. So
Oh, there's so many remedies about to open up. Y'all just don't even know.
yeah.
Y'all just don't even know. I can't even begin to tell you.
Well, hopefully you do once you get it all figured out.
Oh yeah, once I start getting it all figured out, of course.
like I'm on your Telegram as well too. I was just actually on my computer on that going through Kim Marie's Telegram.
I highly
Actually,
recommend going through the documents that I have in there.
yeah. So I just got to know which ones, because I'm sure not all of them are pertaining to what I'm needing to do. Possibly they are, but I'm not really sure. So it's a lot of reading, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but it's like stuff you want to read.
Yeah. I'll be digging into that too. I just printed off like 40 pages of stuff from Kim Marie's. I printed off a 37-page manual on something. I'd have to go through it. So, yeah.
Oh man.
But anyway, y'all have a grand evening.
You too.
Take care.
Ooh. I'm trying to get this registered so I can get that land or something. Trying to get more shit together.
Did you find the land?
No, not yet. But if I get the tribal land, then I don't need it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Y'all, I wrote the Secretary of State, the Treasury, the fucking so many of these places. Okay, I got it. I'm registered now. And I should have done that a long time ago whenever I got the EIN, but I'm a procrastinator, basically.
Well, but if you don't really know what to do with it, you sit
Yeah,
on it so you figure it until you figure it out.
that's exactly what I did too. I'm trying to figure out, there's got to be a way that we can do a gift to someone through our trust. Like, what tax form is that, Mary?
I don't know. Because I know what the K1 is, like payouts. Because like when I worked for that attorney, his kids would get K1s every year with an X amount of money on it. But I wasn't really doing his taxes. He had a CPA.
Right. Well, because I'm trying to come up with something for like to help people who are just struggling this year for like stuff, Christmas basically.
Right. I don't know. I've been looking at the SF 1047, which I'm not exactly sure where to mail it at. I have to go back and listen to Patrick Devine's video on that, because he said you don't even have to have all that other stuff set up, because the 1047 is the one where you actually recoup everything you've paid out of pocket.
Right.
And I'm just like, all right, I gotta go back. But
It's just too much.
I needed to step away, and I needed to get this project done. And I'm like, once I get that handled, then I'll be able to have my head a little clearer, so then I can go back. It really is. It's just so much.
Yeah, they definitely do it that way for a reason, I'm sure.
Of course, so that the people don't figure it out. The only ones that get ahead in the game are the rich get rich and the poor get poor.
Yeah.
And that's hopefully what is going to be changing here real soon.
What is that?
I just laugh because that one rally that Trump did, and Elon Musk came out wearing that shirt that said Mars on it, and Trump said we'll be going to Mars before the end of the year. I'm like, did anybody catch that? Because Mars does not mean the planet.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, well, let's see, we're at I don't even know what today's date is, but
I think it's the 18th.
is it the 18th already? Good God. Yeah, the last probably 6 months seems like it was just yesterday.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
It's just, they've sped up the timeline, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just ready to break through the other side.
Right.
But I swear, today's the day.
Today would be a good day.
It is the day.
Mm-hmm.
It is happening.
Today is the 18th. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Oh, my back is killing me.
If I were still married to my first husband, I would have been married 29 years, 30 years, 31 years. Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Too long. What is that? My dog's all snoring and shit.
Yeah, my dog, she's like constantly under tow. I'm like, girl, you're too old to be under my feet all the time.
Hopefully they approve my account. For the tribal government stuff. That'll help me get like the rest of the way through everything that I need.
That'll be cool. That'll
Yes.
be cool.
Because that's kind of what I've been kind of waiting on that because, well, you know, I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Right?
Just stumbled across that tonight, and I'm like, hey, I do need to do that. I'm gonna try it. I can't be the only one though.
No. Well, yeah, I don't know if anybody's thought about doing their, you know, doing a
True.
tribal. And it is. It's definitely a learning experience.
For sure. I'm just wanting to know where this money that it says I deposited into my bank account or my tax account, I just don't see it. So where is it?
You mean on the IRS?
Yeah.
When you log into your account, the IRS account, it brings you, there's a bar at the top that says, should say account and like payments, and click on those because that's where you go in and look at your transcripts.
Yeah, it's not showing up there, but I mean, I see the EFT number and everything. I went and looked and made sure that it didn't get like kicked back and
Right.
all that good shit. It didn't, so I don't know where it is. Business tax account.
Yeah, it was funny because I don't know if I told you, but the IRS actually sent me 2 letters, one from 2014 and one from 2015, saying that I owed back taxes, which is why they haven't released my refund yet. I endorsed those bitches and I sent them in last week.
Oh wow.
I was like, okay, I'll just endorse them and take care of them the way we're supposed to take care of them. And then we'll see.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I actually put a, instead of paying for the certified and all that,
You put it on
I
the inside.
put it all on the inside.
I think a bunch of us have been doing that now.
Even the green card.
But you have to scan it. You still have to scan it. That way you
Oh,
have proof, or you have to take it into the postmaster. Your firm mailing book.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I did.
Well, because a lot of people are hearing us say that on these lives, but they're not getting the full. We're not going through the full process, and I don't want people like, oh, Starseed said that on her live.
Yeah. No, you don't close your envelope until after they scan that. And it's funny because one of the ladies at the post office will charge me to stamp my firm book. And the one guy that I went to Saturday, he was like, oh yeah, we don't charge you for this. I'm like, okay.
You're not going to charge me to stamp my book. I should be getting my stamp soon.
Yeah.
I hope anyway.
Right.
I feel it. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. I know I tried to put mail out in my mailbox, and I don't know who's delivering our mail now, but they don't even, like, if I'm not getting any mail, they don't even look to see if I have anything going out. So I'm going to have to let the postmaster know. Yeah, whoever's driving this route, yeah, they're like Speedy Gonzalez down the road.
I'm going to add this. Now that I've got it. Oh, man. I just want to go get a new car, go get a new house, go get new furniture. Is that too much to ask for? New clothes too. I gotta have a new wardrobe for all that shit. I can't have crusty clothes with a nice everything else. I gotta make sure I look good.
Right?
Crack my thanks. There's a form that you fill out to get this. No. Oh, that's a private conversation.
Oh, where do you apply for the stamp? Yeah.
I'm sorry, a lot more is gonna have to start being like that. And I hate it, but
Well,
I got kids and shit. They
yeah,
ain't coming
right.
at me.
Right.
But if you message me, I will gladly tell you. It's still just a form, though. Just to say that much. Oh, son of a biscuit. Limited account access. Well, why the fuck is that? This dog is fucking snoring so loud. Like, I hear him downstairs when I'm upstairs. Or upstairs. I hear him when he's upstairs and I'm downstairs. That's what I meant to say.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, lordy. He's embarrassing me and I'm not even the one doing it.
He's sleeping good.
He is. Lord. He's lucky he's gonna get kicked off my bed doing all that. Oh, that would be mean.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, Lord. That's not me snoring. That's my dog. I
What?
just feel like I need to
I
say
like
that.
dog. I have dog too. Whoa,
So are you
whoa,
working
whoa.
on the postal process as well?
Who you are?
Huh?
Who, why your name?
What do you mean?
What is your name?
Starseed?
Telephone. Who your father name?
What do you mean?
You surfing. Who's your father name?
I
I'm
don't
John.
know.
I'm John from USA. What's going on?
Sorry.
That was weird.
I swear it sounded to me like he was asking me what my father's name was.
That's what it sounded like.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's what he was saying. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't fucking think so. What do you want my name for? Crazy
Yeah.
bitch?
The crazy train. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All the way.
The dude was low-key weird.
Yeah. I wouldn't say low-key. He was pretty up there.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Y'all. I need printer ink. I need $1 million and something.
So,
I don't even know what it is anymore. I do need to go ahead and fill out the bond release forms for my court case that I've got coming up.
oh, that's next month though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
want them to have it in enough time.
Right.
They don't got to bother me. They
Right.
can just cancel. Cancel the whole court date because it's null and void. And I can't wait to get to the post office today, boy. What y'all got for me today? And I'm so slacking. I don't even have my informed delivery set up for my P.O. box. Because I'll get the information. They'll send it to me in the mail. And then I'll set it down on accident.
And not follow back up. Yeah.
Or I can't find it until it's too late. I do that a lot.
Well, you have a lot.
Y'all, though, I think I really did figure everything out today. Once everything's open and I can make the phone calls needed.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do, it's probably going to be a one-on-one thing, guys.
Yep.
I'll share with everyone, but it's got to be one-on-one. Just because I'm already getting threats and I haven't even done anything yet. I haven't even shared any actual sauce.
Really?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like privately or on
Oh, no,
these?
privately.
Ooh.
Yeah, it makes me feel very uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
And not just by one or two people, but by several. You remember that one night somebody was like,
Yes. Yes. I still actually have that picture saved of that dude.
yeah,
I'm like, what in the world?
I think I don't have anything for them to take or for are they scared that I'm gonna close their money hole down because there's enough of it for all of us? I don't get it. There's literally enough for all of us to have more than we could handle.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the controllers not having the control.
I know. The fucking control.
And it's been a system that's been in place for a very, very long time. The old guard is being taken down, and they're not happy about it.
Mm-mm. No, I have a new trust insurance. What? That's crazy. Yeah, they are paid to do stuff like that, but there's also fucking crazy out there.
Mm.
I've met them. I've met crazy. And I don't fuck around and find out with them.
No.
I've done that before. So for now, I'll just stay back and one-on-one. I mean, I'll still come on here and talk and stuff, but just certain things just can't be said on here, and I hate it. Like, that's why I'm trying to do the tribal government thing, because I don't like the way things have to go right now. How we gotta tiptoe around bullshit. I have no desire to tiptoe around. And me be living the life while my friends over here don't know how they're going to pay their rent or where they're going to go or what the fuck ever. Like, I don't agree with it at all. But I do have to look at things in a sense like I'm more help to you guys if I just share the knowledge one-on-one than if I just go crazy trying to tell everybody and they shut it all down.
Right.
And that's kind of what I have, when it comes to like the fucking, just all of it. Like when I got arrested, I really sat down and thought about it. I'm like, damn, I would have made so much more, I could have done so much better if I just would have fucking not done that. I don't know. Oops, sorry. I said sorry, like y'all felt that.
It's all good.
I apologize. I don't know. I can't wait until this fucking bank opens up, though, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, to help everybody wake up. That's why I've been posting my videos talking about, the whole Lost at Sea and all the good stuff that we're doing, or that they've been doing. And people have no fucking clue. It's crazy to me. But then again, I had no clue either until I got that book. Not like I have an overstanding of it now.
Which book? You have a lot of them.
Boats and Hoes, Boats and Hoes. I'm serious. That Boats and Hoes book, it just put everything together. Yeah, I can't wait to go get my new car today, though.
Oh, cool. There you go. Which process are you doing for that?
I'm thinking a USPS invoice.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I'm thinking. Tell me Tell me this is gonna tell me what to do. Oh, come on. Never mind. Now, if I just said that I don't have a fucking account and I'm not registered, then why is it asking me to put my information in? I don't know about you guys, but I swear I do the same thing over and fucking over again.
Oh, well, yeah. So it's not registered, but they're asking for your information?
Yeah.
And this is for the tribal?
No, I've switched back over to the other shit.
Oh, I'm like, okay, I don't know.
I get tired, like I give up on something and
Uh-huh.
ooh, okay. Yes, please just give me this information. And the sad thing is, I don't remember how I get to most of what I get to. Like, I was trying to show somebody something earlier, and I was so excited, and I could not for the life of me figure out how to get there.
Maybe you weren't supposed to show them.
You're probably right. You are probably very right.
Mm-hmm.
So on the invoice, I can show you guys the invoice. I haven't really messed with it yet. I don't know. I just figured I'm going to fucking do it and they're going to take it and like it.
And like it.
They're going to like it. They have no choice. But they seem pretty like straightforward. And I have the finance number. That was the main thing. I was like, well, I don't have that, but I do. And anything that is connected to like my estate, my domain is covered because it's like, you know, estate planning and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So my car and my house and my teeth. That's all part of the estate, and they're gonna have to take care of it.
Right.
Ooh, what is that from? I've got a letter coming today. It's just from Louisville, but it doesn't have a name on it. Like, it doesn't have like a, who's it from?
Really?
Yeah. What's this? Well, it's just a P.O. box. I probably wouldn't give me any real answer. Oh, shit.
Did you figure it out?
No, but my check's been over at my fucking grandma's house all weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna need that. That remittance check. I wonder if my I sent off for the ABA number. They emailed me. I've got to actually, so I missed a step. I'm not federally charted, or I don't have approval for federal charting, so I have to go back and do that first before they'll fuck with me.
Right.
But I don't understand that, because if we're all banks anyway, then why do I need to be charted if I'm a fucking bank anyway? Then I'm the creditor. I'm the one creating the credit, but I've still got to go appease your ass. The fuck out of here. Excuse my French.
Because they want to know who's doing what.
Yeah, I know. They don't want to know. Financial information inside. Looks like I've had some good mail over at my grandma's house. Where have I been?
Well, you had your kids, so
Yeah,
distracted.
little shit. Keeping me away from what's important. I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Mm-hmm. Loved the little video of you guys at the park. That was so cute.
Did you see that building that's there?
Yeah.
It's so
Actually,
creepy. Okay, so if you, I don't know how long you've been following me, but I had a video that I posted not long ago of a lady who was like screaming, get out of my body.
whoa.
Yeah. And here, I'll pull up the video. I posted it on TikTok. Hold on. Anyways, she was down there by that building. And the closer we were getting to her, not that we were walking like straight up on her or nothing, but like the closer we got to her, the louder that shit got.
Battling demons? I don't know. How weird.
Yeah, something. Well, she was acting like somebody was attacking her from the inside. And that was creepy enough to me. What letter? Oh, yeah, you have to be approved by a state charter to be a bank, supposedly. But I call bullshit. How you going to tell me I have to be state chartered, but I'm the fucking money?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm the one that creates the money.
Well, because most people don't know that.
True.
So that's their way of controlling who's who in the pool.
Well, we changing that this year. We shaking shit up.
We're the
Biggest
damn
transfer.
sharks, so you might want to watch out.
Oh, I didn't say I was going to. I just said that it was getting shaken up.
Yeah.
I'll be in the sidelines, letting everybody else do their stuff. Cheering y'all on like a little cheerleader. I'll be your biggest fan. No, but they've already got like a whatchamacallit on my back.
Target.
A sign. And I don't want to poke the bear. Hold on, I'm gonna find that video because y'all, it was crazy. And like, I was trying to teach my daughter because my daughter was like all staring at the person, and I'm like, hey, don't do that. That's rude. Hold on.
Was it your youngest daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what she was saying.
Well, she was wondering. But like, my daughter is the sweetest little thing. Sometimes not. But like, okay, so probably 2 years ago now, she saw somebody walking across the street with like all of their stuff. and she started like crying, and she's like, what, where's that lady going? It's cold outside. Like at 3 years old, she's worrying about it being cold outside. And she still talks about that lady.
Aw.
She'd be like, did that lady ever get a house? So finally we told her, yeah. Oh gosh, that video was forever ago.
Oh, you're looking through your
Uh-huh.
page.
Yes, ma'am. Have you guys ever heard of the homunculus? The little man in your brain?
Maybe not in those, in that word.
That's what he is, though. Actually, there's two of them. There's two little men that are in your brain.
Hey, Star.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm fine. I try to catch you when you're live when I can, and it's all very interesting what you're doing, and but I'm totally still clueless.
I know, and I have to kind of keep this stuff very vague whenever I come on here. And I hate, like I said, I hate that. But until a better option comes.
Well, and by you keeping it vague, it makes it hard for you to let that shit sink in, and so that you know it, because it's by repeating it that you know that you're able to
Right.
retain it.
And that's how I always learn, is by teaching others. Like,
Right. So, okay, I'm trying to ask you a couple questions. So I'm gonna try.
yeah.
So, can you tell me what the main goal is to do what you're doing?
My main goal is, so all of our bills are supposed to be paid, right? We know that from the 1933 Social Security, all that good shit, Trust Act, or Social
Right.
Security Act. And the main objective of what I'm doing is, for one, whenever you become the postmaster,
Mm-hmm.
you are head honcho of your domain, of your estate. You're reclaiming your estate whenever you become the postmaster, because you're the master of that post, your domain, your post office.
Uh-huh.
And then, you get your bills paid. You get to live the life where you don't have to struggle and worry about how you're going to get everything taken care of, because, well, you've got this account here that's going to take care of it like we've always supposed to had.
Okay. And that's exactly what I would love to have, and I'm sure everybody else. And I'm just wondering, have you talked to somebody or know somebody that has had that happen already? That's done it
Yes,
before us.
I do, and I know for a fact that the stuff that I've been working on is real. Like, it's not like some made up shit that somebody's just trying to trick us with. Like, it's 100% real.
Right. I mean, I understand, because you're turning in forms and everything else, and I'm sure you're getting feedback from whoever you're turning them into and all that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that, and I mean, I'm seeing the accounts and stuff. I'm just learning how to activate them at this point.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm not trying to cut you off. I just found this video. I'm going to let it play. It's real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
No, she's saying, give me back my fucking insides. She's saying, get out of my body. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's very low.
I hear someone screaming.
Yeah, if y'all want to watch
Come on,
it.
Abby, let's go. Abby, come on, let's go.
It was like, all right, that's enough. She's screaming at somebody to get out of her body.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. She was like, get out of my body right now.
Dang. Where were you at?
We were at the park, But there's this creepy area down there where there's like a flat plateau, but it's like at the bottom of an embankment. I don't know how to describe it, but it's creepy. There's bad vibes all around where I live. I live right outside of a military installation.
Where are you at again? What state?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Never been there.
There's a vault right down the road from me.
What is it?
A vault?
A vault?
Yeah.
Like a vault where you keep like a safe?
Something like that, where you keep gold.
Yeah. Oh my God. Whose is it?
I don't know. Think about it. I'm in Kentucky. Well, the EPS account is a Fedwire account.
Right.
Oh, I was answering a question. But what is on the military installation in Kentucky? I know you know if you think about it. Everybody knows.
I don't. I'm just dumb to that.
It's a vault for the gold.
Like the one place that
you can't go into?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drive past it every day.
Wow. That's a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
Crazy as hell.
I know you're not. I mean, what about people that just come into your life for the first time and stuff? I mean, and they want to do this. I mean, are you teaching it? Are you starting over for them? Or how are they get caught up?
And I'm actually really not teaching too much right now. I'm just trying to manage my way through the process.
Right.
I mean, I'm sharing what I'm learning to where I can. Hold on one second. What's not making sense? Because I just said the EPS was a Fedwire account. No, you're thinking two different things. So I was trying to do my circular 10 to become, like, to be able to go straight to the Fed Reserve, like, to get the greenbacks and all of that shit. But that's separate from the EPS and the Fedwire account. The Fedwire account is where you can just directly wire the money. I was talking about trying to get the greenbacks. I do try to teach as much as I can. And I've been posting a lot of the material I've been reading so that people can, have that at their disposal if they want to read it. Right now, I just don't have the energy or the time for somebody who's at the very beginning.
Right.
Just because it's so much. But I do have documents that I've put together explaining everything. My Telegram is a great source of information on all this.
Oh, okay. What is it? Is it on your bio?
No. Here, I'll post the link. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the link. I'm going to put it in the bio. Or not in the bio, in the comments.
All right.
And you can get all kinds of information in there.
Cool. There's a lot of lives that are starting to do some of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
No, I know. I was just wondering if they're all doing the same thing or if it's a different. I don't know. It just doesn't seem exactly like what you're doing.
Yeah, because they're not doing what I'm doing.
Right.
There's nobody out there doing what I'm doing. I mean, there might be a couple, but
Is Sloan on your lives a lot still?
not really. I took a break for like a week, and then everybody's kind of just been doing their own things as well.
Yeah.
Now, I've been working with Lee and Elena a lot.
Mm. And did you see the guy? You might even know him. I saw him one day. He came up on my page, and he was doing some $250,000 check.
Was he
Young
doing
guy.
like the 1040 or something?
Yeah, maybe. I think so. And it was like a portion of what he would get for all the payments, and it was one of the payments that he was trying to get from his, I don't know. But yes, it was the 1040 is exactly what it was.
Only reason I knew that is because that's how much you can take from that up to that much.
Yeah.
Well, the 250 yeah.
You know what I meant.
The 250 a year keeps you under the audit.
Yeah.
Oh, he was waiting on it. I wonder if he ever got it.
People have started to get some remedy. But then, I think a couple of people have not had such good luck where they've got the remedy and then they've come back after them or something. Because they didn't file their forms properly.
Yeah, it's all about that though, huh?
That's why I made the IRS the fiduciary. Y'all do that shit, not me.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, but don't you still have to file?
You still have to
You still have to do your 1041.
I mean, I sent in the letter of intent telling them to.
Yeah, well, you can do that. You can actually print off the form, and at the top of the form, right on there, please fill this out correctly. I need help. And they'll do it.
Exactly, yeah.
They probably should, yeah.
Well, they're the accounting firm. They see the stuff on the private ledger that we don't see.
Yeah, that's why they can do it. Because I can't.
So is Telegram another platform?
Yeah, Telegram lets us talk a lot more.
Yeah, there's less censoring.
Do you go on there often or?
Yeah, I go on there quite a bit.
Okay. So I just have to sign up or something so it alerts me when you're on there?
I don't know if it'll alert you when I'm on there or not. I'm not sure how that works.
Okay.
But if I go live or something, it does send out a notification. So I try and get on here as much as I can.
Why has TikTok gotten so censored? I mean, it's unbelievable. You can't just say normal stuff. I mean, gosh.
You really can't anymore.
It's just crazy.
They're constantly getting me.
Yeah, I think I don't know what I said one time. I came in and said something, and I was right away. I had a thing, warning, misinformation. How can you discuss something without? I mean, people can have differences of opinion. You can't discuss something because what? Because it's. I mean, it's not illegal to talk about. It's not. It's nothing. It's what? Who says it's why? Why? Who gets to say it's censored? TikTok.
They're just trying to keep this stuff censored as long as they can because they can't stop it from coming out.
Yeah. No. I understand what you're doing. Yeah, totally. But I'm just talking about normal stuff, just on the lives talking about Trump and whatever. Everything is so ridiculously censored. But no, I understand why they're not trying not to let what you're doing let everybody know.
Yeah. It's stupid though.
It is stupid. Well, they've kept it from us all these years, and look what they've done to us.
I try and make people aware as much as possible. I feel like I've done my part. I've woke a lot of America up.
You have. It's just hard for me to get to because I work and I
know, and I'm on here at weird times because, like, my daughter's wild, and she just be bouncing off the walls.
You just have one?
No, we've got 5 total, but
wow,
she's my main squeeze. My older daughter lives with my mom, and my then his kids, you know, they live with their mom. They're my bonus children.
You all have them all at once usually?
Oh yeah, we have them all at once all the time. Well, we did. He's locked up, so.
Oh, that sucks. Did that just happen?
About a month and a half ago now.
Yeah,
back when I got arrested.
Damn, what was that for?
Because I wouldn't give them my ID.
They can arrest you for that?
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
I mean, not legally.
Is he gonna get out soon?
I think he got 8 months total because he wouldn't fucking listen to his wife. I don't know nothing.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm enjoying my
your break.
Like, I was telling my dad, I was like, I could probably have him out by now.
Yeah, I mean,
if I...
Is that what you're gonna do?
No. I mean, I'm trying.
Right.
I think he's doing good with his time.
Well, that's good.
You gotta learn to do your time. You do your time. Don't let your time do you.
Yeah. A lot of stuff you can do when you don't do when you're not doing it. When you're in there, you know, it's like you don't have a choice. There's really only a couple things to do, and some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, he needed the time to just think about his thoughts, though.
Well, there's lots of time.
I mean, I am trying to get him out, but like I haven't done the release of property, like the release of the lien or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that I definitely could do, that I will do.
Yeah. Is he far from you, or is he?
No, he's right down the road. Well, I mean, he's the next town over. He's not far, though. He's killing me on this fucking but phone time. And now they let them have cell phones in there. Y'all believe that shit?
No. They let them have cell phones?
Yes.
Oh my God. Like illegally let them? Or
no, like they give them to them.
Oh my God. With like so many minutes or something?
Well, I mean, you got to pay for the time and everything.
Yeah. But you get to use it when you want?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, blow me up. I don't get time to respond to one message before I get 15 more from them. I'm like, babe, slow the fuck down.
Did you hear about Diddy?
Oh
my God. All this time, he's been, trying to get out on bail, and they won't let him out. And then they've had an investigation going this whole time he's been in there. And all of a sudden it came out yesterday that he's been, I guess the unit that he's in, he's been using 8 different people's accounts, because I guess you know that when you're in jail you get like a number, so you have to use that number to use your email, and you have to use that number to make phone calls. And so he got all their numbers, and because he paid them somehow, he had his kids, He called, he used their accounts and was calling, didn't think that the cops would be alerted to him being on the phone using somebody else's account. Anyway, they listened to the whole thing, and he's been trying to obstruct justice by talking to witnesses and have his family get a hold of witnesses and all kinds of stuff. It's bad.
That's crazy. Fuck Diddy.
Yeah, I know.
I think all that's just a distraction too.
Well, I think he's going down. Minimum
Well,
15.
yeah, but I think that it's all a distraction.
Yeah, sure, you're right. Exactly, it is.
Not that I think he's being framed. I think he definitely did it, but
Yeah.
come on.
I listened to Mike's Law. You know that live? He's I guess he's some kind of legal dude. He's on here all the time, and he just reads. He gets the transcripts and he reads us exactly what's going on with it. I don't know. It just makes me happy that he's gonna do his freaking time for the crime.
Yeah.
Because he's a sexual deviant and little kids and stuff. He doesn't have any charges about minors yet, though. And he might not, but if that comes,
Oh, he will. Oh, he will. Nobody's getting out of this unscathed. Nope.
well, that's good.
What is the Secretary of State? The
Secretary of State.
What? Well, I know what that is, but Secretary of State good standing?
Oh, your business?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have an LLC. Do I need
to have an LLC?
You don't?
Well, I mean, I do, but not for this business. It's a tribal government. I don't want it to be an LLC.
Yeah, I probably don't want it to be an LLC either. That's just what I did at the time, and actually it helped me out with my taxes, and I was able to write a bunch of shit off. That's for sure.
Let's do business entity search. Name.
Has anybody that's been working with you, or some of your followers that that have been doing stuff right along with you, have any of them been from California, and is it going any easier for them over here or harder, or
I'm not. I do have people from California, but I don't know if it's any harder for them or.
Yeah. Nobody said nothing.
Okay, hold on uno momento. Let's see. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, nobody else got charged with anything in the Maxwell trial. It's crazy how Jeffrey Epstein was the only person indicted, and him and Maxwell.
Yeah. That whole thing was just to me anyway. It was just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, but it's leading one thing to another. I mean, look at this Abercrombie and Fitch thing, that, and they're just coming out of the woodworks that these things are happening with these. And it was bound to happen, though. It's been going on for so long. I just wonder when the military is going to start coming forward.
Oh, they've been. I feel like they already have been.
Have they?
I feel like it. I could be wrong though.
There's been a lot going on over the last 4 years that people are not privy to,
I bet.
just not paying attention. You know,
Yeah,
living
they're
in
probably
tech.
keeping it out of the media. I mean, as best they
Well, of
can.
course, well, they're keeping it out of the media because, well, when Obama was in office, he signed an executive order stating that the news could lie to the American people.
Right.
So, yeah,
Can
we've had,
Trump change that?
he did, but,
He'd still do it.
well, they can't come right out and say right in your face. We would have too many people having psychotic breaks, and we
Yeah.
are not facilitated for that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can only imagine people that are not even in the service anymore would. It's me too, me too, me too, me too.
Well, we've just had so much military activity here where I live. It's like, holy shit. That is a C-130, which is a transport monster of a plane. And of course, you know, the news, oh, they're just doing training. My ass. They're doing training. They are not supposed to be training overpopulated areas, people.
Right.
I saw him drive over that vault today.
Really?
Yeah, and that is a no-fly zone.
I know. That's why I'm like, really? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Well,
I've never
and,
seen one fly over there that before.
and even people don't even understand that. Like in Washington, they have commercial flights flying over the White House. That is a no-fly zone. They've been doing that for years since Trump got out of office. It's like people, you got to pay attention to the small stuff that they're not putting in front of your face.
Right.
Well, my sister lives here in Texas too. She lives about 45 minutes from me. And the military planes fly so low, she can actually see the guys in the cockpit.
Oh my gosh. That's
I'm like,
wild.
they're flying that low because they don't want to be on radar. Because I used to follow the radar, and I'm like, she'd be telling me, and I'm like, yeah, it's not on the radar. That's why they're flying that low. They don't want nobody to know.
Wow.
And she's been telling me that she sees the white buses, which we know they've been at the White House. But here in Texas, she's been seeing just busloads of military people being transported. I'm like, yeah, they'll just say, oh, they're doing training. Yeah, I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. That's not what it's telling me. It's not what my gut's telling me anyway.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah, we have a lot of places here in California. I'm just not right near them where I'm at. But I do see some stuff when they're flying over.
I've been seeing lots of like unusual traffic.
Yeah. Like, this ain't normal. There's nothing normal about this shit that's going down.
No. Nothing normal about it.
Well, I'm ready to get back to some like normalcy anyway. I mean, it's been awful for this last 4 years.
It's never going to be normal to the normal that we thought was normal because that was not really normal. We were programmed to think that was normal.
Well, I just hope it gets better at least.
Well, yeah, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Much better.
But just like I was saying earlier, that Mars, that is basically the EBS. And Trump making a comment that we're going to go to Mars before the end of the year. Everybody needs to be prepared.
I'm prepared.
I know you are. I know there are certain people that are, but then you have people that go, nothing's happening.
They can think however they want to, but you ain't catching me off guard like that.
No, I told you I did an alteration for an ex-military, and it was probably last November. Because it was probably right around the time, probably maybe the end of October, because I think he was doing something with the Marine ball, and he had brought some couple of jackets that I needed to shorten the sleeves, suit jackets, and we were talking, and he just looked at me and he goes, just make sure you have water, rice, and beans.
Wow.
Because I'm going to tell you, you can live on that for 3 weeks and be okay. I just looked at him and I said, oh, really? Thank you.
Well, I better go get me some.
I would, gold. Colloidal gold. Manna from heaven. That's what God brought here for us to have to eat.
Colloidal gold?
Well, monatomic gold.
Where do I get that from?
You can order it off TikTok, honestly.
Okay. I mean, I've seen colloidal silver.
Yeah, it's just the monatomic, so the all the way broken down version.
Oh.
Probably easier to absorb.
We could live without water or food and just live on monatomic gold. Like we truly could.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it liquid? Is it a form of liquid?
No, well, it depends. It can be.
Well, you say it could sustain us. How would you?
It can
Would you
sustain
inject
us
it?
because I know people who have cut everything else out.
Huh.
Because I've cut everything out for probably 3 weeks straight.
Like fasting?
Huh?
Like fasting or like?
Yeah, but we'll just substituting it for the monatomic gold.
Uh-huh.
Because, all the toxins and stuff everywhere, I was just done with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say that one stuff. What is that stuff that they are selling now? It's if you said it, I would know it. It's called. People do videos on it. Get it from TikTok Shop. Some kind of herb.
Sure. The She Legit.
I've seen that one, yeah. But this one was oh God, what was it? It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. It gets out all the toxins in your body.
Oh, like chlorophyll?
No, it wasn't chlorophyll. It was damn. It was a herb. and I can't think of it. It's, just one of the supplements, and I forgot what it's called.
It'll
Thought
come
about
back
checking.
to you.
Huh?
It'll come back to you.
Yeah. Man, this TikTok shop stuff, boy, it's kind of bombarding us.
Uh-oh, I'm one step closer to getting that
Are you getting a new car
cage
today?
number. Huh?
You getting a new car today?
Yeah.
All right. What kind?
I'm gonna get a Toyota. I'm not fancy. I'm
Well,
gonna go
Toyotas are
for.
good cars. Hondas are really good cars. My Honda's been really good. Like I
I've
had
got
no
a Honda
problem.
right now.
What?
I have a Honda now.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I've got a Honda Pilot.
Oh, you like it?
I do.
That's good.
I just want more of like a sporty car, kind of a smaller car.
Yeah, mine's a Civic. It's a little Civic.
But then again, I need a Jeep that's got something I can pull shit with.
It's hard to have something sporty and small and something that's going to pull something with it.
Yeah, I mean that's why I need like 5 cars.
Yeah, exactly.
How do I feel today? What car do I want to drive? Actually, I think I would rather go look at houses over a car right now.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really need. I have a car.
Do you have property?
No.
Do
I mean,
you
I
live?
do have property, but I don't have access to it because it's not really mine yet. I mean, it is mine, but I haven't reclaimed it yet.
So where do I get that boats and hose?
Oh, yeah, it's a LexisNexis book, and it's fucking expensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you can find it online. It's Boats and Ships to Conversion.
Boats and ships. Okay.
I was blowing people's mind last night with it, though, because they was like, show
I
me
remember when
where
you
it
first
says
got
that.
it.
Huh?
I remember when you first got it.
Yeah.
You were deep in it. It's like, what?
Actually, I had it for a minute, but that was just the first time I had looked into it. There's still books I haven't even touched yet.
Yeah, I thought, you said you had a bunch of books.
I just got them all out of my car yesterday.
Where'd you get them all?
Lawyers. Giving them away for free.
Damn. You have the Black's Law too?
Yeah, I have the 6th edition.
Okay.
I like my Black's Law, but I like the Bouviers better. Bouvier.
What's that one?
It's an old one. It's in my Telegram.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that JC posted all of them, right?
All of what? The Black's Law?
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
the
but
Bouviers, and there's another one.
if I can't, like, I don't know, I'm all about, like, physically being able to hold it.
I know, because I was looking at it and I'm like, well, I could print them out. And then I looked at the page count and I was like, no, I'm not printing that
Yeah,
out.
I'm not printing anything over, like, 5 pages. Printing out my trust document was the most I've ever printed, and that was 28 pages.
Right.
I really need a notary to come around here in Kentucky so we can be friends.
Right. Yeah,
I know I can
bet
do
you
the
have to go
whole
there.
3 or more thing, but, like, I would really rather just have it all official as fuck.
I'm surprised you haven't just gotten that license yourself.
I did.
You can't notarize.
Oh, you can't do your own stuff. Okay.
I'm a notary.
I figured. I thought you might be.
Yeah. Fun fact, notaries do more than just notarize your documents. They do presentments and protests.
Yep.
Oh.
And if you don't know what that is when a bank refuses your negotiable instrument. You have a notary do a presentment or protest presentment, however you say it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you can legally have standing against that.
If they don't accept something.
If they don't accept the negotiable instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fun facts.
Yeah, the notary at my bank would not notarize my non-decedent. She looked at me and she goes, I don't want to be held liable.
Uh-huh.
I go, well, I'm standing here breathing. Yeah, I just can't do that.
I just used my fingerprint on the non-decedent. I felt like that.
That's what I did. That's what I did because I was like, I'm not going to argue with you.
It just made more sense to me.
So they all know about what you're doing when you take things there, huh?
No, most of them don't.
Oh, okay.
They
have
look
to
at
get
your
somebody.
documents like, what the fuck is she doing?
Mm-hmm. The bank manager knows.
Maybe.
I've created a nice little relationship with her.
My aunt works at the bank, and I used to work with the guy who's the manager. Yet I still couldn't get him to cash a check one time when my ID was expired. But they fucking knew exactly who I was.
Well, because they're going by their policies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shit can kiss my ass.
Well, policy only pertains to the employee.
Yeah, that's happened to me before too.
But my aunt works there. My mom's sister. Like,
Makes
the
it
dude
worse.
that worked there, the bank manager worked with me for 5 fucking years. I was his boss.
You were. Oh.
Because we worked at Texas Roadhouse, and I was a manager there for 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, and then turn around and he wouldn't even cash my check for me, motherfucker. And it was like one of those struggle days. Like, I didn't have no money.
Right.
I had this check, and I had no way to cash it.
No check cashing places? Oh, you can't even do that without your ID?
Yeah.
No.
The best shot I had was at the bank that my aunt and the banker knew me. And it just so happened that was the bank that the check was written from.
What? That's.
They were just being assholes.
I was going to say. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, it's 2:41. Oh, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up and go to work.
Oh.
It's early there, huh? So like what, 7, 6?
It's almost 6, yeah.
Damn. Well, it was nice chatting with you guys. Have a good day,
You
and
too.
I hope you get a great car.
Thanks. I think I'm going to do the house today.
Oh, okay. Get the house done. I can't wait to hear about it.
I'll
Right.
take you guys on the trip with me.
Right.
At least videotape it.
Oh, I will. The last one we went and looked at, they had a bouncy house in there and every fucking thing.
Oh, cool. All right, you guys. Have a good one.
You too.
Good night. Oh, can you drop me? How do
Yeah,
I get
I'll
out of
drop
here?
you.
Thank you.
I can't wait till like, I don't know, 7, 8. Actually, it's not letting me drop. Hold on. There you go. I can't wait till like 8 o'clock today. I'm going to hit up them people and be like, yo, Steven, how are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty fucking good, I guess. Living the dream. So what's been going on over there on your end of the world?
Way too much work,
Work. What is that?
right? I know. One of these days I get all my shit done and I can fucking quit. But until then, hours, hours, hours.
So now what process are you working?
Uh,
Just whatever.
yeah, I'm just trying to get everything in order. From postal to trust to all the shit.
Yeah. Are you in my Telegram?
Yeah, the Starseed problems. Yeah.
Send me a private message later.
Okay.
Oh, I've got some documents I'll share.
Awesome.
And apparently we need to be reading the gold book. I posted it in the Telegram, but I need to get me a new computer today too. Oh, fuck. I wonder if I duct taped it, if it would work. Let me see. I'm trying to get to this gold book real quick. Because there's the green one, which I posted that in my Telegram. Everybody needs to read that too. Okay, we're going to listen to this for a second. Maybe. I can't stand this fucking program that my computer keeps opening shit on. Convert to Word. Oh, fuck you. You gotta go like the back way around to save it as a PDF and be able to open it. But yeah, I think I kind of cracked through last night, this morning, yesterday. I'm gonna post this up for just a second and then I gotta take it down because I ain't trying to get flagged or nothing. Nope, not that. Maybe that? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's got my account number on it, so we got to. But yeah, that's what I've been
Yeah.
thinking. Fucker. Can I make it open in Windows instead? I need to like take this fucking program off my computer. This is pissing me off. It won't open anything other than in this program, and I didn't ever put this program on my computer. So I don't want it. Oh. I guess I know how to find it. Oh, and I think I figured out the Excel part too.
Won't be much longer. You'll just run the fucking post office.
Do what?
He said it won't be much longer. You'll just run the post office for him.
Yeah. I mean, I am officially a postmaster.
Right.
Like, not just saying it, but like I'm actually appointed as a postmaster. I appointed myself, but that's neither here nor there. I took the oath, and it's official. Ah. Yeah, this fucking computer is gonna get thrown at the wall today. Anybody know how to make checks? Like a check making software? If you do, inbox me, please. Because that's like the last part of what I need. I need to make this check so I can turn in this paperwork. Authorize Staples makes checks. I mean, I have the check paper. The AccuCheck or whatever. Quit. Shit. Zip ties maybe would hold this motherfucker up. I don't know. Little duct tape, little zip ties. Ay, ay, ay. I swear I'm trying to make this fucking book open up because I didn't realize it had all this shit in it. I knew the green book did, but I didn't realize the gold one did too. I know I can print my own, but they always look so awkward. I don't want to turn something in like that. I feel like they're I don't know, call me out on it or something. I don't know. I think I figured out like 5 different ways to do this shit over the last 2 days, y'all. What we was talking about last night. Have you ever heard of the Treasury software, Steven?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know they gave us funny money and all that, but like, if they didn't care, then why won't they ever accept any of the negotiable instruments? Like,
Overview.
I
13.
have a feeling they're about to.
oh yeah, they're getting ready to not have a choice. All right, I finally got it to pop up.
How to request a copy of a reclamation. 13. Unacceptable protests. 15.
Hey, we were just talking about those.
Unacceptable protest.
Ah,
Procedure. Offset action. Making a payment. 31 CFR 2.
hold on. I'm gonna let it talk, I swear.
Conditions. Rec. Payments affected. All U.S. Treasury checks, regardless of the payment type, are subject to check reclamation procedures. Conditions. Reclamation actions may be initiated against the presenting bank when the check was presented for payment over a forged or unauthorized endorsement, when a benefit check was negotiated after the payee's death, or when the check was materially altered. Time limitation on reclamation action. The table below shows how long Fiscal Service has to reclaim funds from the presenting bank. If the payee is, then the Bureau of the Fiscal Service has deceased 1 year from the date the check was presented for payment. Not deceased 1 year and 180 calendar days from the date the check was presented for payment, providing the payee filed a timely claim. The presenting bank is liable for the following: the principal amount of the check, and if applicable, accrued interest, penalties, and administrative fees. 1. Introduction. The presenting bank should be aware that their liability is not contingent upon its ability to collect from prior endorsers. It's their responsibility to pay reclamations timely in order to avoid the direct debit process that will occur on the 31st calendar day if the reclamation has not been paid or protested, and Fiscal Service will only accept reclamation protests from presenting banks and not their customers or other correspondents. Check information. Check description, MICR line. Where information is located, magnetic ink character recognition line. Issue date A check symbol. Payee name B check digit. Disbursing office location C routing number unique to U.S. Treasury checks. Optional, D check serial number. Issue type E check digit. Check symbol F federal entity code. Issue amount H paid amount. View security features of the Treasury check. Note, special messages may be included on the face of Treasury checks, for specific payment types. These messages are for informational purposes only. Section 2, Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Introduction. All check reclamations are sent to the presenting bank via a Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. This notice will advise the presenting bank of the amount demanded and the reason for the demand. It will also contain instructions for processing the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. The presenting bank will receive an initial Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation, and as necessary, a summary of debt statement, The Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation, the Summary of Debt Statement and other related check reclamation reports are generated by the Bureau of the Fiscal Service, and transmitted through FRB FedMail to the presenting bank. This section consists of the following topics. The Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. How to respond to the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Summary of Debt Statement, and Reclamation Status Codes. Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Below is a sample of the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Purpose. The Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation, is the initial notice sent to the presenting bank advising it of the amount requested and reason for the reclamation action. A copy of the payee's claim, if applicable, will be included with the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Note, if Fiscal Service furnishes a sequence number and deposit date, then a check image will not be provided. How to respond to the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Response time. Presenting banks have 30 calendar days from the date of the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation, to make full payment or submit a protest to Fiscal Service to avoid the direct debit on their Federal Reserve Master account. Fiscal Service will automatically process the direct debit on the 31st day if no protest has been entered. Procedure. The table below shows how the presenting bank should respond to a Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Step. Action. 1. Verify all information on the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. If there is any erroneous information, then the presenting bank may protest the reclamation action. Protests. 2. Unless filing a protest, authorize the Fiscal Service to debit the presenting bank's Federal Reserve Master account for the total amount due. This is the preferred method. Include interest, penalty, and administrative fees that appear on the summary of debt statement for that reclamation item, as applicable. 3. Authorizations can be sent to the Fiscal Service by fax to 215-516-8201, or email at nprcreclamation@fiscal.treasury.gov. 4. A copy of the Notice of Direct Debit should be retained in the presenting bank's files. Summary of Debt Statement. Sample. Purpose. The Summary of Debt Statement is a follow-up notice sent to the presenting bank on a monthly basis. It includes the following for each outstanding reclamation listed on a Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation, previously sent to that bank. Identifying check information. Reclamation information. Additional charges associated with the reclamation, interest, penalties, and administrative fees, when applicable, and status of reclamation. Multi-part form. The summary of debt statement consists of the following parts. Listing of outstanding reclamation, S, and associated information. An explanation of authorities and Fiscal Service processes regarding
We're not going to listen to it read all that, because
status code.
that's going to sound stupid.
8. Note, penalty due. Codes. The list below shows the reclamation status codes and what each code means when it is used on the summary of debt statement. Code A identifies items at least 90 calendar days old. Items will become eligible for an administrative offset, also known as an offset, at 120 calendar days if payment is not received by Fiscal Service prior to the 25th calendar day of the month in which the summary of debt statement is received. Code B identifies items for which a protest is being considered. This code will remain on the statement until the protest is resolved. Pending written notification from Fiscal Service responding to your financial institution's request, collection efforts, including offset, will be held in suspension. Code C identifies a reclamation and or accrued interest, penalty charges, and administrative fees that have remained unpaid for at least 120 days after the reclamation date. Fiscal Service
has referred or will refer the debt to the Treasury Offset Program, TOP, and or to another federal entity for offset of federal payments payable to your financial institution to collect the debt owed. If the debt is not collected through an administrative offset, Fiscal Service will initiate Treasury Check Offset, TCO, whereby Fiscal Service directs the Federal Reserve Bank to offset credits for Treasury checks presented for payment by your financial institution. The offset credits will be applied to the debt owed by your financial institution. 3. Information Requests. Section 3, Information Requests. Overview. This section consists of the following topics: how to request a copy of a reclamation, and requesting other types of information. How to request a copy of a reclamation. Introduction. Fiscal Service will provide the financial institutions with the following: a copy of the original notice of direct debit, duplicate, and a copy of the claim, if applicable. Requesting information. Procedure. The table below shows how to request. Claim copy. A copy of a notice of direct debit, or other types of information from the Fiscal Service. Step. Action. 1. Send an email to the Fiscal Service address. NPRC reclamation@fiscal.treasury.gov stating specifically what information is needed. The email must reference the check symbol and check serial number so the check can be identified in the Fiscal Service system. Note, if Fiscal Service furnishes a sequence number and deposit date, then a check image will not be provided.
This is the one I should be listening to.
3 Information Requests.
Thanks.
Step.
I'm going to get that.
Action.
I'm going to get something today. I'm just
2.
going to go spend some money, okay?
Retain a copy of the Notice of Direct Debit, U.S. Treasury Check Reclamation. Note, the instructions and the form for updating a financial institution's email address for check reclamations are located at https://www.frbservices.org/asset/form/fedline/fedmail service change form -rb. 4. Protests. Section 4, Protests. Overview. This section consists of the following topics: general information, and how to protest a check reclamation. General information. A protest is a request that the Bureau of the Fiscal Service,
I mean, I'm
review
not
its
really
decision
looking for
regarding the
anything right
presenting
now.
bank's
I'm
liability
just
for a check reclamation.
listening to these books.
It raises a valid legal or factual question and includes a written statement, and
Because these are from the
supporting
Federal
documentation
Reserve.
which proves that the presenting bank is not
What book?
liable for the reclamation.
What book did you get? Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. Hold on. I've still got that on my computer. Oh, snap, y'all. I forgot that my school library has their library online. And I have it right here. Where at, though? We don't ever fucking use it. I use it more for, like, my own wants than school. And they have a lot. I go to Purdue Global, and part of the school is, like, their whole thing is law. But it doesn't usually let me get too far past psychology books. I swear I should have studied law. Like, not just on my own free time, but like I should have went to school for it. I'm trying to let this app load up. The bookshelf is loading right now, guys. I'm going to see if any of these like LexisNexis books are in there. I can't believe I haven't done this sooner. So crazy. I don't know why it. Oh, quit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to fucking jimmy rig this fucking computer somehow. All right, install updates. Yes, English, please. Okay. Cognition. That's a pretty interesting book, but I won't make you guys. And elementary statistics, fuck that. Y'all have no clue how much I hate statistics. Anyways, I'm struggling to get this up. Let's see. It's done sent me like 4 different places. Come on now. Okay. No? Never mind. It's not gonna work. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna hop off here, but I'll hop back on here in just a little bit. I'm going to call a couple places in the morning. I'll probably do Telegram though, honestly. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. Have a good morning.
You too. I'll message you.
All right, yeah, do that because I've got some documents I'm going to send you that'll definitely help you.
All right. Awesome. I appreciate you.
No problem. Bye.
Later, y'all.